What's going on YouTube? Claykeysalt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius update news video, and we've got a lot of news to cover in here. We've got a Christmas raid event, we got a Christmas event, we got Christmas global exclusive units, and then we got a couple of 6-star upgrades that are kind of weird, but we're getting them global exclusive. It's going to be sick. Stay tuned in this video, we're going to cover it all. Global exclusive 6-star upgrades are coming to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius for us, but they're for Sirius and Medius. Yes, these characters used to be kind of jokey, kind of not usy, but they do have some potential, so let's talk about it. Sirius, going up to 6-star now. We don't have that much information on these units, guys, but I'll tell you about Sirius. Sirius is more of a support unit, more of a unit that would come in, you know, has a specific role to raise up your elemental resistances. They have the Aga spells of like Barthandaga, Barfiraga, things like that. So that's why you would use Sirius. And here, when they go to 6-star, or when Sirius goes to 6-star, I think it's been spoiled that Sirius does get 6-star dual cast, so you're going to be able to double cast those. So if you're against the boss that you need your elemental resistances up, I think that's where we're going to use Sirius. But other than that, we're not sure. Again, we don't have the stats. We'll have to wait for the stats, all the abilities, the passives, everything else to come out before we can give our, you know, full review on these characters. Next up is Medius getting a 6-star upgrade, and Medius is a physical damage dealer. And the one cool thing about Medius is that he does attack 6 times already. You know, so that's kind of crazy, right? Like, we're used to Lightning attacking 5 times. Well, Medius has 6 auto attacks that he does if you click auto. So with dual wield on him, he's going to do 12, yada, yada, yada. It goes up, up, and up. But the bad thing about Medius is he can only equip throwing weapons and guns, and those are hard to come by in this game right now. You know, good ones at least, good ones. So that's going to be a little weird. We do know that Medius is going to have dramatic stat up boost, is what they said in the video when they released all this information. So his attack's going to be really high. So maybe he could possibly be really good. But in the end, we're just going to have to wait, and I'll just have to tell you guys, you know, get ready. I think it's good. The banner that comes out is going to be Medius, Syria, and the 2 global exclusive Christmas you know, units. So if you guys did delete them because you didn't think they were good or you don't have one, you probably are going to have a pretty good chance. They are 3-star base, so it's not going to be that bad. So Christmas has hit us in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and it brings 2 global exclusive units and then an event. It is our first raid event. It's going to be awesome, and we'll cover that here in a minute. But let's go over the global exclusive units in Santa Roselia and White Knight Noel. Santa Roselia comes in at 4-star base, going up to 6-star. I'm assuming going to be a lot like Roselia with maybe a little bit of a Christmas twist on it. The Trust Mastery is Pure Heart, giving a Spirit 20%, HP 15%, MP 15%. Very, very good TM. This TM will go on healers and tanks alike, I think. Something you definitely want to farm up. As far as Santa Roselia, what does she do? We do have a lot of the abilities actually spoiled for us already. They were data mined. But essentially, she's going to do a lot of healing. Doesn't look like she has any chances of, you know, buffing up your team with like cheer or anything like that, but no, overall going to be a healer until we get the stats and things like that out for him. We're not going to know, but without having like a somewhat of a buff for your team, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a top spot, you know, support healer like Refia or Tillith would be. And again, we'll go over more in detail when we have our banner review for these characters. Next up is White Knight Noel, Magitech, Reindeer riding it, looks like a badass, coming in at a 5-star base, going up to 6-star, and job and role will be a tank for this guy. And the problem I have with making tank units right now is that if you don't make them better than Cecil or Warrior Light, they're going to be forgettable. Same thing happened to Demon Rain. So we don't know yet. We'll find out. You know, Trust Mastery, Magic plus 50, Defense plus 50, Ice Resistance plus 25, excuse me. So it seems like a pretty damn good TM. You're gonna have to compare that to the Vanilla TM as being best in slot for mages, depending on your base magic stat, and if when you take that into account, if it's more than magic plus 50, then we would decide there. But White Knight Noel, he is a tank. He is gonna have a lot of HP. Obviously, we do have some of the abilities spoiled for him too. One of the abilities, bring it on, temporarily increase the chance of being targeted, decrease the damage taken for 3 turns. That is an awesome provoke, better than normal provoke. He's gonna say bring it on. It's gonna pull him into him, and he's just gonna take less damage when he gets hit, so way better than provoke actually. It looks like he has a lot of abilities. It's going to break down the ice resist, or break down the ice, yeah, the ice resist and the wind resist of the opponent. And then he can also, I think he can buff up the allies' ice resist and wind resist. So I guess like it's like chilly and the wind's blowing, there's snow everywhere. That's what he goes with there. Overall, I am unsure on these two units. It seems like they might be lackluster due to the fact that Roselia herself in the game isn't that great compared to the other healers, and again, without having, she is going to 6-star though, so that could help her, but without having some kind of boost on your team, she would only be filling the healing role, and then you would have to have somebody else, maybe like a Ramza, that could boost your team up, things like that. So that's what Santa Roselia and White Knight Noel, obviously he looks cool, but we have to be careful because again, we're comparing to tanks like Cecil and Warrior of Light. Cecil's a 3-star base, Warrior of Light is a 4-star base, and they've been the top dogs of tanks for a while now in the Japanese version, and when Warrior of Light gets a 6-star, he will be in our version too. So gotta hold the horses on it. I am excited. Of course, any kind of global exclusive event, holiday exclusive gets me excited. We're going to see how they work before I give them out. So there will be a banner review on this. Again, it's going to be media serious. Santa Roselia and White Knight Noel. That's what I think it's going to be. Moving on, we have, you know, the holiday special, a Frosty offense. It is our first raid boss and our raid event for global, and Japan has had a couple of these. And essentially what it means is you're going to go into the vortex, okay? And you're going to see this raid boss, and he's going to have an HP bar at the very top. And then at the bottom, you're going to be able to fight the raid boss, right? You're going to be able to click through different ones you can fight. I guess it's different difficulties. I'm unsure. I can't read Japanese. And when you fight this boss, every time you kill it, the boss's health, the raid boss's health goes down a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And when it gets all the way down, it levels up and becomes stronger, and the fights become stronger. And the more and more global works together, the more and more we actually beat this boss down, the better rewards I think we get at the end. I think they're called server rewards. And the more times you kill it, the better rewards we get. The rewards would be something like Star Quartz, Trust Moogles, summoning tickets, all kinds of stuff like that. You also get an event exclusive, every time you kill it, you get an event exclusive currency, which you can trade in for the rewards we're showing here. We can get a festive hat, which is a Santa hat, a Santa robe, snowstorm shield, and candy gun. And we're unsure about what the snowstorm shield does, or the candy gun does, or any of these do for that matter. But with the candy gun coming out and Media's getting a 6-star, that is an easy way for you to at least have a gun to throw on them to see how it works. We have to see how powerful it is, but we're unsure. Also, with the Frosty offensive, guys, we will be getting, you see that little question mark that's inside the boss right there? We will be getting a harder boss, I think, a week into the event. So, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. Again, I will have an event guide out to show you guys exactly how it works and what you should be doing. But it seems like you guys are going to farm this. And there's also the chance, there's actually the chance that Santa Roselia and White Knight Noel can actually be summoned by buying like special tickets out of the like Santa Claus tickets, I guess you call them, the Christmas tickets. And then they come in their own pool, and you don't actually spend lapis or summoning tickets on them. You spend this like, you know, Christmas tickets on them to summon them. They were like that for Final Fantasy 11 and the JP version. They had their own little slot machine, a little gacha machine for the exclusive units. So there's a possibility of that happening. We just don't know yet. So I'm really excited to see this going on. I think it comes out Friday, and it runs until the 5th of January. So we have a long time to be grinding this, guys. And it's pretty awesome. I love Christmas. It is a magical holiday. I am so excited for all this stuff. And again, I'll be making video after video after video to try to get you guys updated to make sure you know what's the best, what's good, and how to do it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you feel about the Christmas event, and if you're excited, and subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later. Remember, guys, I'm trying to do my best to build a good free-to-play obtainable build for you guys who maybe don't have a bunch of TM to use. If you look above me, Noctis's stats have changed. They're going by this build and also going by Ifrit, and they're going by my Ifrit stats. So 2-star Ifrit maxed out and using my nodes. So that's the way the stats are going to be used here, guys. Okay, so